Hello guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. And I have been playing a little bit of Klonoa Phantasy Reverie series, and this is actually my first time ever playing a Klonoa game. And I really haven't been looking into it much either, so this is really a new experience for me, and like a new series and everything. So I'm not really gonna touch on the fact that it's a remake too much, but just the game itself, and I guess kind of like the revival that Klonoa has been getting, because I have seen a lot of the community online and everything. So overall, with this game, I would have to say it's really fun. I really enjoyed it, and it's kind of like a 2.5D platformer. If you haven't seen it much before, I would say it's kind of comparable to Kirby 64 a little bit, like with how with how the graphical, or I guess visual style is, and I would also say it has like a lot of puzzle elements as well. Like along with the platforming, there's like a lot of puzzle solving you have to do within the levels, and it's really fun, and I feel like they handled it really well. It had like all of the mechanics as well, like with the wind bullets and kind of like picking up and throwing the enemies. You kind of get like an amount of depth, because you could actually do things kind of like on the sides. Like there's like a lot of depth involved with it. Again, kind of comparable to Kirby 64 with how because like that's one of the 2.5D games that I've played, so I guess that's the best comparison that I can make to it. But it's really fun, and I feel like it's really distinct as well. I really like how unique it feels, because I'm not sure there's really many other games like it. I mean, obviously there's the other 2.5D games and other platformer games, and it definitely takes inspiration from other games, but I really like its style. It feels really nice, and I really like in this remake how a lot of the areas they would look really visually appealing, because I have seen footage of the Wii remake and the original game, and it looks really nice, like the new one in comparison, because they definitely like upgraded a lot of the areas and everything, and the cutscenes are also kind of upgraded too. They look nice, and they now give you the option to skip it and everything. I'm not sure if like they had that before in any other version of the game, but you can either skip or like fast forward through it, which I think is nice. And just overall, it's a really fun game, and I'm referring to Door to Phantom Isle specifically. That's the only one that I've played so far. I haven't played the second game yet, but I will once I finish the first game. And just overall, the first game is really fun. I can really only talk about that one since that's the one I've played so far in that collection. But I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. And from the gameplay alone, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely like a lot better than other platformers I've played, and I would even say it might even become one of my favorites, because it's just really fun overall. And I'm like, as someone who really likes both platformers and action adventure games, I'm just really enjoying this overall, and it's just really fun. So this game is definitely very important for the series, because there really hasn't been anything new from the series since 2008, when they did the Wii remake of the first game. So it's just like, it's really good that they're finally kind of bringing it back now, because I feel like it was even in a more dire state than the Pac-Man series, because with Pac-Man, at least it was getting some acknowledgement by Bandai Namco, but with Klonoa, there really wasn't anything. Like, I don't think there were like any games or any releases between that 2008 remake of the first game and the Phantasy Reverie series. So it's good that we're finally getting something, and it's good that there's kind of a lot of resurgence online from people, because I see a lot of people saying to like buy Klonoa and Klonoa Sweep and everything on Twitter. So it's really good that it's getting kind of a lot of exposure online, because I believe someone from Bandai Namco stated that if this game does well, they'll like make a sequel. So I really hope that this game does sell well, and I have heard that it was doing fairly well, because on Steam it was actually like close to the top for like a day, I think, or at least a day in some regions. It was, at least for a while, it was towards the top. But it's good that it was, it seemed to be selling pretty well, so I hope, like, this continues to be fairly popular and everything, and a lot of people will hopefully get into it and everything. And I would definitely say so far, I can't really do a full recommendation, like a review yet, but I would say so far from what I've played, it's really fun, and I definitely recommend it if you like platformers and everything, and like, both 2D and 3D platformers, even though this is more of a 2D platformer, there are like some elements of depth in there that feel pretty interesting. So like, I'm talking about specifically the first game. I think in the second game there are more areas where they've kind of opened it up a little bit, even though it's mostly a 2D game, but it's just really fun overall, and I just like the character designs, and I guess they're kind of upgraded from the original version and the Wii remake, because they're all like higher definition now. They just like all look really nice and everything. The music is really good too, sounds really nice and everything, and it's just a really fun game overall. And like I said, I've yet to play the second game, but this is mostly applying to the first game. It's just really nice experience overall. But anyways, I definitely recommend this so far. I might do a review in the future. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And play Klonoa!